The SEOF Touch-A-Life project, bringing hope, homes, and happiness. One of the key objectives of the Sir Emeka Offor Foundation, SEOF, is that of empowerment. And at the heart of the SEOF Touch-A-Life project lies a profound mission to empower widows in need and reshape their narratives from hardship to tales of hope and resilience. Spearheaded by the visionary Vice President of the Sir Emeka Offor Foundation, Barrister Mrs. Adaora Offor, this initiative has become a beacon of transformation.
The Vice President of Nigeria, Senator Kashim Shettima, will be coming to Oraifite to lay foundation of Widows Project, the housing project for the widows, commissioned, already built once, then flag off the distribution of palliatives to the widows, and then commissioned the Jele FM station.
In 2020, Barrister Adaora was deeply moved by the plight of widows within the cooperative, many enduring unimaginable hardships. Motivated by a desire to rewrite their stories, the Touch-A-Life project was born.
The idea of TAL is to provide houses, 2-bedroom housing units for indigent widows. By the grace of God, we've been able to complete 10 units of 2-bedroom houses for 10 widows.
The Widows Cooperative Society of Sir Emeka Offor Foundation is drawing from the third arm of our tripod, and that is the empowerment aspect. So much is being done for the widows. I pride to say that that might be the largest Widows Cooperative Society in Nigeria, because it has over 2,000 widows.
This revolutionary endeavor focuses on identifying, constructing, furnishing, and presenting comfortable homes to deserving women within the SEOF Widows Cooperative program. By providing safe and nurturing housing, the aim is to create spaces where these resilient women can rebuild their lives.
He has done for me. 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 What my mama cannot do, he has done for me. What my papa cannot do, he has done for me.
Obi bosa angole ni forma angole Adaora Offor Emeka Offor melem wesi na media gara amazim forever together.
Obi mu uso uto n'ife niile Emeka Offor na nwunye emelum alụlụ m ụlọ afọ ya dozie ya tie oche tie friji and ebe kachacha m na friji na abụọ tie plasma ndị nnukwu and short obi m niile ụsa aṅụrụ ite ikwe baf puta everything eji ebi no to the extent that ikwu my dining ebe ya na-eri ana m ekene nna Isa Emeka Offor na nwunye ihe ya melụ tụrụ m anya o juru m anya eme home expect. In short, property ha gotelu mu ihe niile ha meele mu unu ha lụlụ mu ana m asị Chineke ana m ekene Chineke n'isi ha Chineke ya gozi ha Chineke enye anyị ha akwaku n'ihe enwenwe ezinụlọ ha ya alake generation ha ya alake.
Ana m ekpere n'isi mmadụ abụọ n'ezinụlọ ha wee na-asị Jehova mmetụrụ aka n'obi ka wee lụta m nwaanyị ajadu n'ụbọchị taa ka nna asị obi n'igwe nke atọ nya jee nọnyere fa ezinụlọ fa ga-abụ ife agọziri agọzi ezinụlọ fa ga-eju ka apịa.
In short, nchego nya Chineke ya kwụghachiri ha because ihe ndị a niile mere ọ bụrụ mmadụ niile nya short amametu mezi ekọ ya akọ mana Chukwu onye bi n'igwe ya kwụghachiri ha mmaji kwụghachi ebe ọbụla ha si weta wee melu Chukwu ya kwụghachi times 100 n'aha Jizọs.
December 16, 2020 marked a significant milestone as Mrs. Blessing Nwabweze became the first beneficiary of this initiative. Subsequently, 10 incredibly deserving widows were selected to benefit from this life-changing program.
The widows already in Oraifite, that's about 2,000 plus widows. But on the whole, we have The program is meant for the entire widows in Anambra State. We're looking at 40,000 widows. And yes, that will be the first phase of it. And as I don't know if you have been told that, or you are aware that there's a project going on now where they're documenting the widows to be sure that this distribution gets to the needy, to the widows. We do not want to do it to intermediaries. We want to do it directly to them.
I'm grateful for the man I have in my life, my husband. He's not one that is afraid of running with a plan, one, and he's not one to be interested in discouraging, no. He's happy with the plans, And so when this thought came, it started out as an emotional thought, like finding out that really some of these women didn't have houses. In fact, it was a particular widow. She slept in a store with 3 children below 7 for years, and we didn't know. So, amongst other stories, so it was one of, look, we have to do something.
There are widows who are successful, those who have their children, and their children are also successful. And you don't rule out that they are no longer widows. They are still widows. But there are widows of which that even their husband died, they don't have a home, they were being marginalized from their husband's place. There are those who were challenged just because normal Igbo culture or tradition, they will tell you our wife don't have any baby boy, and because of that they denied her all her rights. There are those who don't have opportunity because the husband have not even stabilized any business that the wife will continue with. For such people, they don't even have hope where they are going back to, because they don't see a better future from their very home where they are coming from. They lost their hope. They could not even defend their rights. They could not take what's supposed to be their rights. Such people are those I tagged as the less privileged. And these are the people SEOF Offor Foundation is looking for.
On November 18th, 2022, at Miss Celebration, the groundbreaking ceremonies for the second phase of the project commenced. 10 more awe-inspiring beneficiaries witnessed the inception of their future homes, embracing the promise of a brighter tomorrow.
You cannot imagine the feeling. A widow without a house, without any structure. When I mean without a house, I mean had no place of her own, had no space, even in the family house, and all of a sudden you deliver a house, a roof, not a shanty, not a bacha. You deliver a well-built, structured, modern 2-bedroom apartment. It's like going to heaven. It's El Dorado. You need to see the feeling.
Touch-A-Life in 10 years, where we go places, because already, to improve at the last part and reduce poverty alleviation and poverty among these widows, so that they will just be missing their late husband. They will equally be able to cope with their family and equally bring up the children.
I want to see this foundation live when I'm gone. I want to see that these widows, that are these indigent people that are being taken care of, that this project continues. And then I think that's the only thing I am praying. And then people I have around too, to be able to be committed. You see, if you are committed and that you are doing your best, God will surely crown the effort.
The Touch-A-Life initiative is an eye-opener to the magnitude and severity of the abject poverty in our larger community, and particularly within the target widow community.
On November 30th, 2023, 10 more deserving women returned the key to their brand new residences, creating heavens filled with cherished memories and newfound hope.
You're here for a purpose. We're all birthed for a purpose. We're all going to depart from this earth one day. And you want to make the world better than it was when you when you met it. So if there's any change you can effect, doesn't matter how small, try. So for us, there's no gain. The thing is, it's not the personal gain. If one widow at a time, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 widows are provided homes. Because to me, shelter is one of the most important things, right? And the woman is dealing with the fact that she has, the man she set out to spend the rest of her life with is gone. So she shouldn't have to think about home.
I feel blessed to discover the other part of humanity. Humanity is not complete until you affect lives. The act of giving does not come from plenty. It comes from passion, it comes from love for mankind, it comes from commitment. And that is what Sir Emeka Offor and the wife have actually taught us. You don't need to have too much to be able to give. Because the little you have, part of it can put tremendous smiles on the faces of people around you.
I would say that I've encountered death. Yes, I have had 2 plane crashes, and then God delivered me. I never imagined, I didn't know how I came out of it, and seeing what has happened, what God has done to me, especially growing up too, wasn't rosy. I knew I felt hardship, and then I knew that it's better for one to share. It's better to want to give back to society.
When I think about the future, I am blessed. I am excited. I know what to expect. I have an idea what it's going to look like. And remember that another important aspect of this is charity. This is benevolence in its highest. And part of what we also try to inculcate in these widows is the act of giving. Like I once said, giving is not an exclusive right of the rich. When you pick widows who are not your relatives, who you are not expecting anything from, you pick them and build houses to them and take care of them, their medicals and all that. We expect they will raise children in the act of charity, in the act of giving.
Simultaneously, the Phase 3 initiative, set to benefit 10 more women, will also be launched. Dedicated to making a lasting difference in the lives of widows, the SEOF Touch-A-Life project stands as a beacon of hope in challenging times.
This is also an invitation to ask people, look around you. You don't have to join Touch-A-Life. You don't have to join the Emeka Offor Foundation to do what we do. Replicate the same thing in your community. The widows, they're going to, you see, the way life is, the way life has been structured by God, you're going to lose a loved one. So, in addition to losing that person, you don't also have to suffer. So, well-meaning Nigerians and Africans watching, really just look around you. Effect a change.
Touch-A-Life, the project was conceived by my wife. I was only invited. Was conceived by my wife, and I was only invited to give my usual support, and that was what I did, because that project, I found it one of the loudest projects that one can support. It gives shelter over the head of the homeless. So that's when I saw that, I said, no, I will support. And then I think it's something that is worth of emulation. It's good, it should be supported, and then I am going to make sure that it continues. We are going to enlarge the scope by the grace of God. By next year, we're going to do more. I hope they are going to lay foundation for 10 immediately on 28, but by next year, I think we're going more than that. As long as they identify, because it is a thorough process to screen, to make sure that the actual people that are defined to be homeless and people that are getting the houses.
If every successful businessman, if every successful medman, if every successful man could do 10% of what the foundation is doing, I am telling you, most people will not be worried of the economic situation in the country.
You know the thing about when you do good to the people who are not going to get back to you? Their prayers, it's like casting your bread upon the waters. Their prayers are unending. Their prayers, because the Holy Book said it that whatsoever you do to the least of my brothers, that you do unto me.
When you see people who have passion in doing charity, you owe them nothing except prayer, because they are not asking for anything in return. My prayer, simple prayer for Sir Emeka Offor, the founder, and the Vice President, Barrister Adaora Offor, is that God will not just keep them, but God will give them good health. Wherever place, wherever area, wherever is the source of these funds they are using in touching the lives of these less privileged. I'm telling you, nobody has what it will take to refund back. It is only God, His intimate mercy, who knows the way to pay back. And I pray to God that anywhere they put their hands in any of their endeavor, let God bless them abundantly.
Amen. I just don't know what to say, but to ask that God will continue to bless them, God will continue to make a way for them where there is no way, God will continue to enlarge their coast, because when God gives them, they give others.
The goal is to continue transforming adversity into opportunities while leaving a legacy of compassion, empowerment, and resounding joy in the lives of these remarkable women. The Touch-A-Life project continues its mission of transforming adversity into opportunities, leaving behind a legacy of compassion, empowerment, and resounding joy in the lives it touches.
Support this initiative. Dip your hand inside your pockets. Look around you. There's a widow somewhere that needs protection. There's a widow somewhere that needs a shelter. The widows in Orifite started to have a voice the very day Sir Emeka Offor started to speak for them.